all of the different things they're dealing with in terms of developing their own chips for cars and for new supercomputers and server run settings for AI, I can only see NVIDIA having a significant upside from where they are currently. Hey guys, welcome to Dream Coin, where we show you how to invest for a better tomorrow. My name's Tyler, and today I'm going to be telling you why I think NVIDIA is on its way to being over $1,000 as a stock. So as you can see, over the last couple of days, NVIDIA has been making crazy waves, just coming off of news that they are expected to beat their revenue estimates for first quarter pretty handily, and they're looking to be a main competitor with Intel for processing chips and different things like that as we go over the next couple of years. And their new chip is going to be called the Grace AI, and it's essentially going to be the main competitor in the marketplace for them to go with Intel. Intel's stock definitely took a dive yesterday when this was originally announced, and they came out and basically said that they don't see this as competition. They say they're in the offense and they're not playing defense, but I think they should be a little more concerned than they are previously letting on, just due to the fact that NVIDIA has been doing a lot of moves that could prove this to be dangerous for Intel as a company. Now, the main difference with this chip is that a lot of chips don't have built-in ARM processors, and they kind of just help basically aid different systems with how they run their processes. But this chip is looking to have that all implemented in, pretty much have everything you need to have your servers powered on. And what this would do is essentially put it in a class of its own for different things that could help run server databases or big like supercomputers as we look forward more into the future for what we want our processing abilities to be as a society. This is going to be big just because we're expanding more into artificial intelligence and everything like that in our different industries as a whole. And I don't see a scenario where this doesn't pan out well for NVIDIA unless they just are completely unable to set up this chip to be as powerful as they say it is and what they're planning for it to be. And with their partnerships that they currently have and the research that they put into the marketplace, I don't see that being a scenario that plays out for them. So I see significant upside going forward with this chip. What makes this an even more likely scenario that NVIDIA is going to be able to capitalize on everything as they look to advance into the chip marketplace is the fact that they are looking to acquire ARM potentially, and that would be about a $40 billion move. And what would make this a huge move is that ARM specifically deals with a lot of companies already as it is. They work in pretty much every smartphone that you can set your eyes on. They are in the new Apple Macs, and they are also in the world's fastest supercomputer that is currently known to man. So they've already got a huge market segment themselves, and if NVIDIA is able to close this deal and acquire them under their brand, this would be an insane drive for them forward in the industry. And I don't see a scenario where they don't become the extreme front runner in all scenarios, be it graphics cards or chips or anything like that. And aside from the new processing chip that they're looking to do for AI, they are also working on automotive chips. Already have a deal with Volvo to be able to put these chips in their cars starting around 2025. And so not only are they working with computers and smartphones now if they get in with ARM and everything along those lines, but they would also be moving into the smart car technology sector of the world, where this could be a huge game changer for a company that has traditionally just been seen as basically just like processing and stuff like that for computers and different things of that nature. Now look at their quarter one estimates for why they are running pretty heavily over the last 24 hours. They're expected to exceed their first quarter 2021 revenues by about $5.3 billion, which is just a ridiculous amount for estimates. That comes out, I think it could potentially be a little bit even higher. I think this might even be a conservative statement going from them, just so the expectations are a little more tempered as we get into actual revenue statements. And the company is projecting that their sales for the first quarter for their cryptocurrency mining chips would be $150 million, which is over 100 million more than which was originally estimated by them as they were going through the quarter. A lot of this is just going to be huge as the actual numbers come out and first quarter revenues and earnings per share and everything comes out. Nvidia is basically just setting themselves to be a complete tank in the marketplace at this point for where they are going and where they're situated in their industry. And Nvidia already does have a couple of buy ratings coming in from them with this stuff going on. Rosenblatt Securities specifically has them at a price target of $800. And Cohen has them at a price target of 675 from 665. I think these are fairly conservative unless you're looking more short term in the next year. I think the way they are positioning themselves and the way that they are more targeting crypto and everything, which I think is a huge move by them, the more they can make graphic cards that aren't burning out from crypto mining, the more they can make this more efficient for crypto in general, is only going to help them in their favor. I think they are going to be well over a 4-figure stock at some point in the next 3 to 4 years. I don't see a scenario where they don't hit $1,000 if they keep with the momentum they're going. If they acquire ARM, they go through their deal on Volvo and everything going forward with cars, possibly get new car deals if their chip turns out to be very well done. And this is just going to be a huge bull run for them going up the next few years, especially with graphics cards and technology and everything being way more important, especially as the pandemic showed. We need more ability to be able to process on personal computers and everything. So this is only going to help them implement more stuff for even just personal use as we go into the future as a whole. Now, as we look at the 5-year chart, which is going to show you why it reaffirms the point that I think they're worth well over $1,000. If we look at the end of 2018, they had a peak of around just below 280 for their price point per share. Right now, during current market hours, it is 12:25 p.m. Eastern. They are trading just under $620. So they are almost set up to be triple from where they were less than 2 years ago, year and a half to be exact, and they're already up almost 300% from where they were back in 2018. If they kept this momentum going, by the end of the year we could easily be seeing $700, possibly $750 for them as they go forward. If they announce new graphics cards, if they announce new advancements on their chips, this is only going to further their stuff as we go into the year. Every time they get revenues and everything, they're beating those revenues by a significant amount from their previous estimates, and they are just formulating a huge strength in their market for where they are trying to position themselves with consumers and business partnerships. The main points to keep in mind that a lot of people don't bring up is the fact that their crypto assets are very undervalued. Crypto is seeing an exponential rise going forward. I do see mining possibly picking up more. There's a very big concern of the impact on the environment, so there's going to be a large push for this to be more efficiently done, which could prove Nvidia a challenge for where they could take their graphics cards, but I think they should be able to adapt to that as we look more towards the next few years and where crypto is going to be going. And then alongside that, a lot of people have been undervaluing esports even. Where if you look at League of Legends matches, they've got full soccer stadiums of people going to watch esports tournaments in person, let alone millions and millions of more people online watching for viewership. And you've got big tournaments like when Fortnite was doing huge tournaments and they had millions and millions of people watching online, rivaling big sports events, rivaling numbers for big shows like the Super Bowl for people that are trying to watch esports. And I think esports is going to be very significantly undervalued, especially going into the next few years. And it's only going to rise in popularity as it gets more traction and more eyes on it, especially with the younger generations looking more towards being reserved and being more towards gaming and social media and finding ways to socialize through those platforms. And so between crypto, esports, and all of the different things they're dealing with in terms of developing their own chips for cars and for new supercomputers and server run settings for AI, I can only see Nvidia having a significant upside from where they are currently. That's going to do it for me in the video today, guys. I just wanted to bring that quickly to you and tell you why I think they're going to be significantly undervalued for the next couple of years until they hit that $1,000 price target. And I hope that kind of gave you affirmation of why you should be looking to them as a buy, or why you should be holding them if you're currently holding a position in Nvidia. Other than that, I'm going to be looking to get more tutorials for trading, especially on Webull over the next couple weeks, and we'll definitely be looking over more stocks as they come out and where I think they should be good buy points as we go forward. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.